All right, I'm here kind of to talk about something a lot of people don't really think about, especially somebody coming into a new situation where you haven't done hay, stored hay before, or done anything like that with animals. If you're just getting into it, you know, storage is one of the biggest, most important things about hay. You want to make sure that it can dry, but you also want to make sure that it can breathe. It's not good to really store like loose hay. If you're dealing with something like round bales and you're storing them in, like a honeycomb structure on concrete, that's a different story. Because those bales are so tight that they even outdoors they do better than you think they would. But these small squares here, that's what we bale. I bale with my dad, and it's they're not they keep good, but they do spoil. You always have some spoilage. I don't care who you are. There's always going to be quality hay is actually a challenge to do. It's easy to make crappy hay, and when we first started out, our equipment wasn't always the best, and we ran into some crappy hay once in a while. And then sometimes you just get like a wet slug of hay that you can't really do anything about. You can pop the bale open, and it's usually what we do. I'll bring it back here, pop the bale open, and let it dry. I won't put it in the barn because we don't want to start a fire. But back to kind of what I was talking about. So as you can see here, here on my little hay storage, I put down some pallets. That's a pretty good start to a base because I got a dirt floor in here. And as you can see, this corner, there's not as much loose hay packed down. Out here, there is. This back corner, I start getting low, I'm going to go ahead and try to get, like today, I was down to like 6 bales. I mean, that's enough for me to get through a week, maybe. But if they spoil, like some of these were, as you can see here, there's some dust there from sitting. And what that's caused is from condensation buildup and just excess moisture at the bottom. This ground here, this is a barn. Yeah, it doesn't rain in here, but there's moisture that comes in from the ground. So, and since I don't have concrete, sorry about that. Since I don't have concrete, I'm going on dirt. A lot of people do go on dirt. Pallets are a good start. They're free, they're cheap, they're easy. There's no issues there. And they actually do help it breathe. But the problem is you need a layer to kind of keep it from just rotting away. I mean, the hay is organic matter, and if you get moisture, it's going to rot. So the best way to do that is actually to just let your loose hay stay there. Don't clean it all up. I mean, I clean up out here just to kind of keep it tidy and stuff like that. But if you have hay that you're stacking, so long as it's moderately level, I would just plan on leaving it. Gives you a good base. That layer will absorb the moisture, and then you can go ahead and not worry about your bale spoiling. It's kind of my fault because I didn't rotate these out as quick. I've been planning on it, but it's like I go and get a load of hay, and if you're running low on time, you just want to chuck them off. So today I'm actually out here, shifting around, making sure I have the freshest hay on the bottom, trying to feed out the older hay for, just that's how it goes. So, so biggest thing you can do is just kind of get like a rake and shake it down. Just make sure you have a good base. I mean, it's a dusty job. I have hay fever, actually. My dad always jokes with me about, doing hay and being in a little business with me on it. Because, man, really messes with you. If you get, like the fresh hay doesn't bother me, but like the old hay that sits in the mow and collects dust, that gets me. I don't know why every time. And that's how this load is. It was kind of a the first of the fresh stuff from first cutting. Trying to clear that up, and he's selling a lot of hay, but you know, I'm just trying to take. I usually get kind of, you know, not the say bad hay, but not like the cream to crop. So, but yeah, definitely, just if you can leave a base layer, it'll really help you out in the end. You know, and that's anything. Like when we stack hay in the mow has a good 3 inches on it, and that just really, it does help. Even if you have bales that have a little moisture, it'll help draw out the moisture in the hot months, and then usually they actually keep pretty good. So, but yeah, that's just a quick tip for you guys. Something to think about next time you're storing hay or, you know, using hay. Either rotate out more often, or try to make sure you have a good base so that way you don't lose any bales. Because that's kind of one of the key things to not really, don't want to waste it. You will have waste, but you know, some quick simple things can help mitigate them. So, all right, thanks for watching.